Wow, what an interesting video to be making on Christmas Eve. So basically, if you guys have been paying attention to the modding scene of Fallout 4 or Skyrim, you'll be knowing that there's a bunch of controversy going on. This is surrounding a program that's been around for a few months now known as ModDrop. This actually went under a different name known as like Gmod and a few other things a few months ago, so you may have heard of it under that guise. Over its lifespan, it's actually taken on a few different forms, but largely the premise of this program is a really simple and easy to use tool that allows you to download a mod pack or bundle of mods together that you can easily add into your game. So let's say in my previous video, I showed you guys a bunch of mods that overhaul the Institute. I can upload them all to ModDrop, and then you could just click a button and basically install them all into your game. It's a really easy to use process, and honestly, the idea is quite sound. A lot of other games use this. As a lot of you guys do know, I did come from Minecraft modding, and this was a huge part of that. A lot of people uploaded mod packs exactly like this, and typically the only thing you had to do was give credit to those original mod authors. But modding's a little bit different in Fallout 4, and the culture that does surround this scene does have a different stance on that. There's obviously been a lot of controversy with stealing mods and paid mods and things like that in the past, and I think that really contributed and led up to the outcry that recently occurred over these past few days. So more or less what happened was two YouTubers, Ultimate Immersion and ESO, uploaded their own personally created mod pack on ModDrop. The video itself that did spark a lot of this outcry was by ESO. It was a dedicated video to showing you this new mod list and talking about ModDrop as a program and basically showcasing why it's such a great program and why the idea is so cool. Now, this isn't the first time a YouTuber has shouted out or supported ModDrop. MXR has done this a couple times in the past. They sponsored a number of his videos, and he has always disclosed this. Typically it's towards the end of the video, so you may have heard of it if you're a fan of his content. There's a few things about ESO's video that's a little bit different here. The video right now is currently taken down, and we'll get into that in a moment. But first and foremost, right off the bat, he didn't really adequately disclose his connection with ModDrop. In one of the recent videos uploaded by Ultimate Immersion, this one's still up, so I'll link it down below, he says how he, as well as ESO Danny, have been working with the creators of ModDrop. He didn't really specifically say what they've been doing. The only word he uses is app development, which makes it seem like to me they're actually doing some coding or software things, but they also may just be recommending different mods or how to create mod lists because they are well known for that very thing and obviously very talented. If you watch some of his other videos, he definitely knows what he's doing. So if you're a YouTuber, you should know about this. I'm not the only one that this kind of instantly jumped out at. In ESO Danny's video, he really covered ModDrop as if it was just a general program, like something he found on the internet and wanted to show to all of you. But the video by Ultimate Immersion actually makes it seem like he has a deeper connection there, as well as the video itself really did seem like it was sponsored. I again don't have links to any of this because the video has since been taken down, but he was using a vanity URL in the comments, so he would actually be able to track how many people clicked on that link. This is typically how it works when you do sponsorships, so they can track how many clicks you are actually bringing. To quote the FTC's own website, it does say, if there's a connection between an endorser and the marketer that consumers would not expect and it would affect how consumers evaluate the endorsement, that connection should be disclosed. So at the end of the day, if they were just kind of friends talking about this together, that should have been disclosed, but I would give the guy a pass on that. You know, people make mistakes. But if money exchanged hands between ESO and ModDrop and he didn't disclose that, that's a huge fuck up on his part, and there actually could be legal ramifications for that, again, as we did just see with CSGO Lotto. Right now, he did take the video down, so he should be clear in that regard. I don't think anyone's going to sue him or anything like that, but just for future reference, that's a pretty major mistake, and I hope he doesn't do that again. And before you commented down below, it doesn't matter that he doesn't necessarily live in the US. If a substantial portion of his audience is from the US, it is considered having an impact on the US market and thus has to pertain to US laws. That really wasn't a major part of the outcry. I personally felt like it should be mentioned because not many people were talking about it, and it's kind of a big deal. Personally, as someone who was subscribed to him before this all occurred and actually just kind of stumbled upon the video as it was naturally uploaded, I kind of felt misled. I feel like this is something he didn't really address in his apology, and I don't think he has to make another video about it, but I hope he did learn from this. So with that being said, let's kind of move on to chapter 2 and what a lot of people are actually complaining about. And what that's going to be is ModDrop's facilitation of kind of mod stealing or illegal mod uploading. Basically, the way these mod packs work is you actually have to download all of these mods and upload them to ModDrop. So I have ModDrop installed on my computer. I'm going to take you through the uploading and publishing process. Basically, to upload a mod, you click on this button and then you choose the file wherever it may be. I'm going to choose the new weapon mod by Axis. It really doesn't question you or prompt you with anything here while uploading this. The interesting part comes when you do try to actually publish this mod. You're going to get this dialog box. And again, this is just publishing the single mod to their kind of mod page. They have a few mods up there. You're going to have to kind of confirm that you are the owner of this mod. ESO and Ultimate Immersion may have done this, but it seems like largely what a lot of these YouTubers are doing are actually creating mod packs. The way you're going to get access to these is actually by adding one as a friend. Here I do have MXR, and you go and look at some of the mod packs he has uploaded, and then you can actually install them onto your game. The thing about this is to create a mod pack, there's no big dialog box that pops up like this. You're not having to click through one of these. And that's because because these mod packs are technically private, at least as it's identified by the system as a private tag on it. You have to add them as a friend to actually get access to it. It's not publicly available otherwise. It doesn't seem like any of these mod packs are actually publicly available. Maybe that's a feature they were planning on releasing in the future. You can't publish it like you could publish a regular mod. You can share it with some of your friends, but that's really about it. You also never get one of those big dialogue boxes warning you that you have to have permission or it will be removed. ModDrop themselves in their Discord have said they're removing any stolen mods. The major issue is here, let's say I'm MXR. I just got paid by ModDrop to create a video and basically create a mod pack on their platform of all the mods I used in my video. The way this works is I'm going to download all of those mods on Nexus, then re-upload them all onto ModDrop. Then click a few buttons, create a mod pack out of those mods, and then people will add me as a friend and find it on my profile. I don't actually know if you have to accept the friend request. No one's added me as a friend. At no point through that did they warn me that I have to prove I have ownership. There's no warnings for that process of creating a mod pack while it does remain private. And it seems like this is the way they were pushing the platform because MXR was paid by them, or at least we assume he was, to make that video, and that's the way he showed you to do it. It's not like there's a better way to get access to these mod packs. That's a major problem there. Obviously, you have an app that's trying to say, oh, we don't want stolen mods, but we're not actually going to give you warnings for the premier feature of our app, which is the mod packs. With that being said, if Ultimate Immersion and ESO actually knew, we are made to believe by Ultimate Immersion's video that behind the scenes, both of these guys do have a hand in the development, or at least in consulting about the development. And even somewhere else in the program, you have this big warning pop up. How did they just ignore the fact that they are more or less just downloading mods and re-uploading them somewhere else? So that's largely what happened. Then the outcry began. This was spearheaded by Elianora. She took down all of her mods. She initially announced this on her Facebook page, I believe, and didn't actually give an explanation. Later, she gave an explanation, which was provided on Reddit, with her ultimate goal being to create an example to really stand up against this as a symbol, saying that ModDrop is not okay. I'll have this link down below so you can read it yourself and not just have to look at this image, but I want to focus on the first point for a second there. I largely agree with the overall post, but when she does say ModDrop takes mod authors' works and re-uploads it to their servers without any permission or approval from the mod author. Based off everything I just showed you, do you feel like that's true? Because I don't. ModDrop is a platform that has some pretty questionable history. The owner himself is actually apparently banned from Nexus, as well as has been stealing mods in the past. But that's all rumors. I take it with a grain of salt. But the main point I'm making here is these two people, ESO and Ultimate Immersion, downloaded mods from Nexus and uploaded them to a website. Let's say it's not ModDrop. Let's say it's Mediafire instead. Why are we placing so much of the blame on the platform and not on the people? I really feel like she again misled a lot of people. She put herself out there as the main proponent against this, really making a statement by taking all of her mods down, and this was her statement, and I feel like it's kind of wrong. Again, I agree with most of her other points. I feel like she does a really good job of articulating why this is a bad thing for the modding community, and I'm not trying to shill for ModDrop or even defend them. I think I adequately laid out what they're doing wrong and why they have issues with their platform. I just feel like not enough of the blame is being placed on the people that are uploading the mods to this platform. If we actually look at this, a lot of the people uploading things to ModDrop aren't the staff or anything like that. It's community members. These community members are breaking rules. ModDrop has come out and said that yes, they will be taking down mods that are illegally uploaded or mods that are uploaded without the author's permission. I tried to find a mod author that actually had something illegally uploaded and kind of reached out to them to try and get it taken down. As of right now, I got no responses, but from where I'm sitting, it really seems like they're making an effort to make sure illegal or not wanted things are not on their platform to a certain degree through moderation. I think they should be taking a lot more preventative efforts. That little dialogue pop-up box that I saw should be popping up for anything you upload to the platform. It does have private uses. You can sync mods through other hosts, but still, that should pop up the instant you click create a mod pack. And it's honestly pretty messed up that it doesn't. With that being said, I really think the discussion should be, is ModDrop something we want in this community? I think the resounding answer is a no, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's doing anything illegal. A lot of people are calling for like legal action, DMCAing. If I illegally upload your content onto YouTube, are you going to sue YouTube, or are you going to reach out to YouTube and be like, hey, take that down? If they say no, then you sue them. But it doesn't really seem like that's what people are doing. They're not reaching out to ModDrop first. They're just saying, no, sue them. I honestly don't view this as any differently than another file hosting website. This one is just more focused on games that do facilitate modding. And apparently a lot of the other communities don't really have a problem with this. So some concluding thoughts for this drama-filled video. I think ESO and Ultimate Immersion really messed up here. Ultimate Immersion did disclose that he was working with ModDrop and was having a hand in its development, but he also illegally uploaded a bunch of mods, and he has come out and apologized for that, although his video is still up. And from my understanding, he's only apologized on other platforms like Discord, maybe Twitter. He hasn't actually made a video about this at least yet. But you know, it's the holidays, maybe he has other things going on, real life things, and he doesn't want to focus on this. I think that's totally okay. ESO on the other hand is kind of in a different situation. He made a standalone video on ModDrop. He gets way more attention, he's a much larger channel. In that video, he never disclosed any relationship he had with ModDrop, and and it seems like he may have uploaded mods illegally. That's not like entirely clear, but he definitely partaked in the program, and he definitely made a video promoting it. Since then, he's taken down that video and uploaded an apology video, apologizing for illegal mod uploading. But as I did touch on earlier, he didn't really talk about how he, in my eyes, misrepresented himself to his audience, which again, maybe he just didn't know. Ignorance is a thing even among large YouTubers. That's totally okay. He made a mistake and he's taking it on the chin and trying to move on from it, and I respect him for that. I'm not really trying to attack either of these people because again, these things happen. People make mistakes. That's okay. I think ModDrop really has to look at what it's doing and, you know, maybe if it has a spot in this community. It seems like people don't want mod packs, even though that's okay in Stardew Valley as it seems, as well as Minecraft and Fallout 4 and Skyrim modding. Maybe, you know, that's not a thing. As well as the fact that they don't have checks and balances everywhere on their platform and only in some places really is a major issue that should be resolved ASAP. As for Elianora, I think she did a really good job standing up to this platform. She didn't agree with it and she expressed her opinions that way, but I feel like unfortunately her opinions slightly misled people. I think she put too much blame on ModDrop and not enough on ESO or Ultimate Immersion. That's not to say all three of those parties are to blame. I just again think it was disproportionately spread out among the three parties. She really mostly attacked ModDrop and didn't really touch on ESO or Ultimate Immersion. But again, that's her opinion. That's my opinion of her opinion. And moving on, one thing that's really interesting about this is how MXR somehow got away scot-free, at least so far. He did disclose that he had a relationship and was getting paid by ModDrop, that it was a sponsored video, but he pretty much was doing exactly the same thing for months now. This is not me saying, oh, let's go attack him now. It's just very interesting to me. ESO made a standalone video about it, but it really was Elianora herself that created this entire outcry. I imagine if she didn't pull all of her mods and just kind of ignored this and let things go on, things would just be going on. ESO would still have his video up, Ultimate Immersion would still be helping behind the scenes and uploading mod packs to the platform, and big YouTubers would still be getting emails from ModDrop. It also really begs the question as to the legitimacy of these two guys' apologies. Are they just trying to save face and cover their asses, or are they truly sorry? I'm not going to influence you or anything like that. It's just a question that I think you should be thinking about, and you should watch their videos with that in mind. Again, I'm not trying to attack anyone here or draw my fan base against theirs. It's just something that, you know, it's something to think about. So that is it for this long video. Christmas Eve, man. Hopefully you guys are having a good time with your family. Hopefully you're looking at this, taking it with a very light heart, because at the end of the day, it's Fallout 4 modding. There's no lives on the line or anything like that. As always, again, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see all of you next time. Later.